The squirrel. Look at me go. Oh, that's really cute. If you take falling damage, you make like a little cheap sound.
Where do we strike?
I don't
My
know.
heart for honor. What shall I craft next?
So apparently we're gonna go to Bastion first. But there's two things I want to do in this place, so we're gonna do that first. I'm like a big old owl. I miss when me and my fiance would like ride around together. This is like a two-seater mount, right? So we could go gather herbs together. It was fun. Here we go. That dude over there started up, but the way the game's scripting works, it says my name. Apparently I'm a big deal. Well, let's do this damn thing. Without further ado, da 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 da. Alrighty. Now we're going over here. That cat meow you heard? That's a custom bind. I've made through weak order. Alright, I like it. I've had it since like BFA. Because before BFA and Legion, I never played a druid. But I like the Sparkle Kitty, so like I want to get good at this, right? It's hard to follow when there's fucking schizophrenic voices. I hate that shit, dude. I hate the fucking schizophrenic voices, dude. But yeah, just have like an area of effect. I can see it. I can read it. I don't need you to fucking talk to me like I'm fucking crazy. I hate that shit, dude. This is the worst thing about WoW right now. I have voices in my head that tell me things. It's terrible. Walk this way. Gonna talk this way. I should get my other mounts. They're similar to his. So I can get this one first. Yo, look at me. I'm so cool. I have a red one. Much like your mount, but bam, bitch. Also got purple. You're no longer special, motherfucker. You're gonna hand me down fucking reskin. It's funny because it's true. Look at it. It's a hand me down reskin, dude. It's funny because it's true.
I have many, many wares.
I really need to do it like a Mythic Plus or something. Oh, check this out. It's cute. So it's the guy in the Almount, right? I was talking about? And he has a passenger. I miss having a passenger personally. I miss my girlfriend. Oh well. It is what it is. It's her choice. Well, hey, I have a pastry now. Hello there. What's that? That's cute.
Aranamonos has gone mad as the Gorm devour them. Please, put the poor Tiernan out of their misery.
Darkness may cloud my vision, but my roots are strong. And you will not stop me from defending this blade. Tendrils envelop you. You are within my grasp.
I'm not. I can run away, bitch. Fireball!
The
Cute.
flowers bloom once more and drive you from this place. Foul beasts, loam of the earth, nurture me once more. Tendrils envelop you. I am sorry.
Alright.
I did not save you.
They did not save you, no.
Protector of Ardenweald.
Now zoom away. I need ammo. And none of these quests give shit, dude. Thank a bastion. All this stuff's garbage. I'll take the versatility is maybe, just maybe, that we go for tanking if I ever decide to do it in this fucking shit expansion. God, it's such a terrible expansion, dude. Pisses me off, man. Hmm. Ow. I bet you're too strong. Let's see. I'm a kitty cat. Meow. Wait. There we go. I'm a kitty cat. There's a quest. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that, but I'll take your quest. Truth be known. Truth be known.
How may I serve?
Yeah, I don't do any of that shit.
Trust in the Arbiter.
I will not. Is there any raid groups? Okay, you know what? No. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's see if somebody invites me. I don't mind raiding. I'm cool with it. I'm a good guy. I won't fucking like bitch out like, oh, you didn't do this fast enough. Fuck them.
I've seen things that would scare you shellers.
Now it's up to them to decline me. I put my head in the race. If they don't hang out with me, that's fine. I don't play this game much. That's okay. But I know I'm very good. I'm definitely one of the better fellow druids on this game.
The purpose reveals our way.
Sure it does.
To the path.
It's like one gigantic sperm. Spermazoa? Spermzygote? I can't remember. It's sperm. Let's be honest. It's sperm. You know, for like the afterlife, like champions like that, the ground does not seem fertile. Like, let's be honest. You're not growing anything on this fucking place. It's kinda dumb, right? Like if it's like tall wheat, yeah, okay, I get it, but no, no, just no. Nothing grows here. You have trees and nothing else. I see no vegetation whatsoever. No vegetables, nothing. It's just stuff that clings to life. I'm right, a gigantic sperm. That's what this is. Let's see, where am I going? Over here. It smells good in my house. I'm like really happy. I have a bunch of like really nice smelling things. Like I have a thing called Cotton Candy Cloud. Feels nice in my room.
Will you answer?
What am I doing? Game? What do you want from me? Agricultural mix. Totally mix.
Lucky doos and root.
I bet. Yay, I'm a mech. Woo, I love this shit. So much fun. Let's go masculine thing. Woo.
Resistance is ill-advised. My task is complete.
So boring.
You have forced my hand. Service
Yeah.
ends.
It was cool when they had like the mech shredders like that, but now it's just fucking stupid, dude.
Our cause lives.
No, it doesn't. It's just fucking boring. Yeah. What does 3 do? Okay. Yeah. It's pretty boring. I honestly hate it. This is why I don't care to like play this game anymore. It's really boring. Especially when I have someone I play with. Oops. What's this? Oh, it's a thing for my ex-girlfriend. It's like, I hate you, but I love you. Cool. I can still see her calendar event.
Salvage my remains.
That's not really what I want to see right now, but thank you. Calendar event.
You have forced my hand.
Totes, dude. Totes forced it.
Too much damage.
That's a big bitch.
The example we set for all of the Shadowlands is born through your actions.
With Vastus,
Well
I
done.
will create Centurions strong enough to crush the Archon herself. A trifling encounter.
I pressed the wrong button because I'm not a smart man. So now I ran away.
Is righteous.
The worst part is a story that these factions come together. And now we're fighting anyways because Blizzard's lazy. Alrighty. Sure, why not? I'll be honest with you, I kinda gotta pee. I have the what you call the bladder of a goldfish.
It is wise to practice the art of flying before joining the ranks of the Ascended.
Okay,
Let us
dude.
see how you fare.
Okay, dude. I'm a fucking druid. And I can turn to a druid anytime. And now, motherfucker, I don't give a shit. Right? Like, fuck the bullshit, dude. I'm gonna meet your task, and I'm gonna win easily. Oh, hi there. Am I done? Then I click this one. Hold on,
You
mother.
seek wisdom.
No, I seek to be finished with this fucking quest.
How can I guide you?
Oh, you won't let me fucking cheat? How dare you? I thought this was America. Motherfucker. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Oh, I wish I could play like Randy Marsh memes. I thought this was America. Alright, I'll play the stupid game, even though I don't want to. I don't mind. I'll do what's required of me. Just like I always do. Yes, I am doing the thing. I'm following through the thing, apparently. Okay.
A wonderful display.
I did the thing.
You shall be ready in no time.
Sure. On that note, I'm gonna go pee. So, again, have the blood of a goldfish. Aww. I love that she had like fucking messages for me. Alright. I'll be right back. Nope, I'm done. There we go. Shall return. Fucking no. Now with a bladder. Much smaller. Or less filled. I don't know what you're saying with that. Yeah, I'll go with that one because I'm never on farm rate for this game. If I ever decide to, I can, I guess. You know, maybe. Not really. I can't be bothered. It's shit.
I will tolerate these fiends in my temple no longer. See that they are dealt with.
My name forgotten.
Let the battle begin! So close.
Yeah, I'm being lazy. What's up? Just one shot that guy. Oh, here's your message again. I hate you, but I love you. Makes me feel loved.
They are beyond redemption. Well fought.
Have you ever just like wish that you were happy again? Maybe it's just me. I wish I was happy all the time. Not all the time, but I wish I was happy again. I was happy for a while. And the happiness disappeared at one time, instantly.
Shall we converse?
No, because I don't have what you want. What the fuck do you want, poor dragon?
Fight for Azeroth.
Sure. I'll do a couple daily quests and maybe this boss. That fucking slug up there, isn't it? And he's gone. As soon as I get there.
These creatures
Yep.
threaten the ancient structures.
Yep.
Cull them for our protection.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care. I guess I could like smack a bitch. Something, but like. Yeah. I gotta just kill rares. Hello there, you're a big bitch. Yes, you are. You are the biggest bitch. Yes, you are. What do you want from me? Leave me alone. Holy shit, why? Girlfriend, I can fucking go all out. You're not gonna like it, but it's gonna happen. See, now you're dead. Congratulations, you played yourself. I didn't want to. I tried to run away. She refused. And then she got fucking wrecked. Not my fault. I guess I can finish that quest line too. This is halfway there, but still. That bitch fucked me first. We all saw it. How's my own business? That he killed more sperm? Is this why the human population is declining constantly over vast regions? Okay. Kind of weird, right? See, yes. I won't say what I was going to say. I don't be mean to people. It's not their fault. Oh, look, I disappeared. Damn, whatever will you do without me? Yeah, seriously gonna find me?
The architecture is safe, so that we may study its wonders further. Thank you.
You guys are crazy. Just leave me alone. I don't want to play your game no more, okay? They won't let me go, man. Look at them, they're still fucking mad at me, dude. Like, leave me alone, dude. I don't want to play no more.
It is a particularly beautiful day.
Well, so much you're fucking find what you're lying about. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I keep saying chest, dude. And it keeps disappearing. Okay. Okay, dude. This shit's incredibly boring. Maybe this is the way my ex used to feel when I played this game, dude. She bored as shit.
Speak of a harrowing presence threatening the Northern Isle. We cannot allow this menace to remain. Our scouts speak of a harrowing presence threatening the Northern Isle. We cannot allow this menace to remain.
Yeah, because it's the same thing over and over again, right? Like a Saturday morning cartoon. I got some kind of message on my phone. I'm sure it's letting me know how much of a loser I am. Yeah, they're doing that thing. Sweet. Are you done yet? I'm really bored. I don't want to get any loot from you anyways. It's like literally fucking pointless, dude. Why am I even here? Oh look, I got a bonus currency. Yay! And this is why people unsubscribe from this platform. Because it's boring. Yeah. Fucking boring, dude. Oh, that's interesting. I noticed in OBS, you don't see the backgrounds over here and here. None of that shit's there. It's just like a black screen. That's really lame. Is this what happens in Blizzard encodes or shit or something? I don't know. Either way, it's gross. Bitch, I don't fucking fight you. I'm too early, aren't I? So I don't fucking fight nobody. I just want to do some bullshit. Yep, I'm gonna die. Yep, and dead. Oh my god. Who would have guessed of me attacking like a boss and some NPCs get me killed because nobody else is here? It's kind of funny, let's be honest. The game's really stupid when it comes to that, man. I guess I can wait and just chill. I'm not missing anything. This game sucks. Oh god, I can't wait to build my new computer and play like God of War and shit, man. That's really what I want to do. I wanted to play it so badly with my girlfriend, dude. She is Norwegian, and it was like kind of like a Scandinavian Nord kind of thing. I really wanted to play with her, man. Like, I'm so sad. And like, back in the day, we'd had to play it on PS4. But no, it's on PC now. Because like I told everybody, like, yeah. Like, if they want to chase infinite growth, these companies have to start going to PC. So both Microsoft and PlayStation are both migrating to PC. There's only one game that's coming to PC left. And it'd be Bloodborne, dude. You got fucking Spider-Man, all the other games, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, all PC now. Just all you gotta do is wait, cause it's coming. Just gotta be patient. What sucks is I can't stream the God of War on my PC because it requires so much of it. I'm hoping my 16 thread or 16 CPU, 30 thread CPU will allow me to do that. Somebody just died. Supposedly, there's gonna be a Bloodborne remaster coming out soon, and may be for PS5 and PC at the same time. It's so perfect. I'm kind of looking forward to it, to be honest with you. My friend got it for his PlayStation 4, and like it was nice of him to bring it. But man, the FPS is so bad, dude. It was really hard to look at. I see a bird. And bird is a word. I gotta buy them solid, don't I do too much damage by the fact that I have no freaking gear, dude. It's really annoying. I'm gonna stealth and let other people take aggro because fuck the bullshit. This is why I play Night Elf. Oh, it sucks. You got aggro. What a coinky-dink. I lost aggro. Yeah, fuck it, man. Let's see, is it more bullshit? Oh, it's just my schedules? My schedule's been updated? You started requesting off. Yeah, I gotta start putting my pay time off in. Yeah, it's better than my current rank, actually. I got it in bullshit, apparently. And I get an upgrade. Yay, upgrade. Ooh. Even though it's the next patch will immediately invalidate it. Oh, someone set Mother up. I'll go find Mother. Okay, right? Mother is like a big old spider. It's like Danzig kind of bullshit, you know? Let's do it. Where's it at? I don't think it's down there. I think it's further down here. I think it is, anyways. I might be too late, though. There's no timestamp, so who knows when God said this. That Mother's still up. I'm probably gonna tap it once and then go like AFK and get a pudding or something because I need something to eat. At least I'm honest, like, you know. If I don't get in, die, or they die, it's fine. But I really need to eat something. I can't go to sleep this drunk. It's not good for me or my coworkers. I don't think I want to attack it. It's just like one guy, right? They're gonna fucking die. Let's go watch your health. Let's go watch dude's health. 80k? 50k? 40k? It's not looking good. Oh no. 40k? Just wait. Holy shit. 15k? 20k, 15k, 11k, 10k, 6k. Oh no! Why don't you just wait, motherfucker? 1k health? Dude's about to be dead. Dude's about to be dead. He's like barely alive. He just transformed. He popped all his cooldowns. He'll be alive for another 30 seconds and dude's dead. 2k, 20k health. 18k, 20k, 20k, 16k, 10k, 13k. He's trying. He's trying his hardest. Oh no, poor guy. Oh no. I kind of feel like I should tap it or tag it and then like AFK. Because that's what I'm gonna do, I'll be honest with you. If I die, I don't give a shit. Yeah, right now, this dude's barely alive. Fuck it, man. Let's support the fucking badasses, yeah? I really do need to waste him, though. So I'm on AFK. Go to my mailbox, right? Where's a good place to AFK? I think here. Here's probably good. I'll be back after you all. I hope they kill it. To be honest with you. Got lettuce, chips, and turkey. Or no chicken, actually. I have a minor feast. Depicting the king of the early 1800s. That's fine, right? Nobody cares, do they? Hey, look, my loot's up. And it's able to AFK. Yeah. This game's stupid. I can see it. Good cabbage. I'm about to watch YouTube videos. If I did, though. If I did watch YouTube videos. Not that one, that's for sure. Is it this one? No, that's not by default. There we go. So. Let's go watch some YouTube videos. Let me close this game. You can even call it a game at this point. It's been pretty shit, right? Let's watch this one. But it's gonna be full screen. This time it's kind of like a weird thing. But to like this.
Here we have another.
There we go.
Guardian article that's going off the screen because the Guardian don't know how to format their fucking website. New hate strategy could criminalise comics like Ricky Gervais. Home Office draws up plans to encourage more people to complain to the police over anti-trans hate crimes. I'm so happy that... Pardon. I'm so happy that all other crime has been solved, so we can dedicate entire swathes of the police force to investigating naughty words, naughty language. New strategy aims to increase the reporting of all forms of hate crime so that they can add it to that little secret record that you have. Free speech campaigners fear the new drive could see comedians criminalised. Of course, that's their plan. The proposals would see perpetrators accused of non-crime hate incidents. That's what I meant with your non-crime hate incident is your little, your permanent record that's available to employers. Plans to encourage more people to complain to the police about anti-trans hate crimes could criminalise comedians such as Ricky Gervais, campaigners have warned, and campaigners can keep warning and keep warning and keep warning. The state is going to do what the state does, and which is whatever the fuck the state wants, and there's nothing we can fucking do about it. The Home Office is in the process of drawing up a new hate crime strategy. Fucking a new one. It seems like there's a fucking new one every fucking week that aims to increase the reporting of all forms of hate crime, including those relating to gender identity. Those in favour of the proposals, which would see perpetrators accused of non-hate crime incidents, hope people will feel better protected from harm from those naughty words, those naughty mean words. From these words, oh, can't believe you made me feel bad for 3 minutes. Jail, jail. You made me feel bad for 3 minutes. But free speech campaigners fear the new drive could see comedians criminalised for telling jokes, particularly about the rise of transgender ideology, which has the monumental privilege of having its critics absolutely fucking annihilated and castrated in public. The plans are being developed despite a court ruling last year which ordered police to stop recording gender-critical views as non-hate crime incidents, which are declarations of wrongdoing added to someone's criminal record. So this is, you've not committed a crime, but this is added to your criminal record, which is again available to employers. There was an incident of a man who actually lost a fucking, like, a dream job of his. He couldn't say what it was, which, given how deep of a background check they did into him, I can kind of understand, like, maybe why he couldn't say. But they found a non-crime hate incident over some complete fucking bullshit, some complete non-issue. I think it was because he had an England flag in his car, and someone reported it as threatening nationalistic behaviour or whatever, and because of that he lost the job. He was rejected because of that. Last night, Sarah Phillimore, a barrister from the Fair Cop campaign group, said that the minister's plans ignored the appeal court ruling and could put the police on the wrong side of the law. She said these plans suggest either that the government is not paying attention or that they have contempt for the Court of Appeal. Either way, it is astonishing that legislators are planning to expand the discredited and unlawful practice of recording non-crime hate incidents. Following Fair Cop's win in the Court of Appeal in December, the College of Policing promised to publish revised hate crime guidance by the end of May this year. We are still waiting. Police forces that record complaints against comedians or any other lawful speech as non-crime hate incidents will be piling illegality upon illegality. Yeah, the non-crime hate incidents is complete fucking bullshit. It is complete bullshit. It's like your little secret Stasi report reporting anti-government behaviour. You know, 6 strikes and that's it. You get your door knocked on at 4 in the morning. They will find themselves in court with no legitimate defence. This quixotic strategy, Jesus, can you tell it's late? Strategy oozes arrogance as if the law does not apply if you're fighting for the right side of history. But how can you be on the right side of history if you're repeatedly on the wrong side of the law? The move comes after Gervais, creator of The Office, angered Twitter's woke brigade following the broadcast of his Netflix special Supernature, which mocks cancel culture with jokes about trans people, Hitler and AIDS. I watched it. It's actually very good. The Comic 60 kicks off the show by describing comedy to the audience as basically a bloke talking before deliberately failing to recall any funny female comedians. That was actually quite funny. And one skit he says, the worst thing you can say today is women don't have penises, right? Yeah, it's actually very good. Especially, I love the way that he explains irony right at the very beginning. And he basically has to explain what comedy is to the audience. I mean, the audience knew, but I think this was for the fucking idiots watching at home. The show has sparked backlash from LGBT groups and has seen Gervais accused of hate crimes. Under the new strategy being developed by the government, members of the public could be allowed to register an official complaint about his routine. A Home Office spokesperson said, these claims are completely wrong. There are no plans to expand recording of non-crime hate incidents, nor will we criminalise comedians or introduce a complaint scheme. Free speech is a fundamental right and we will always protect it. You arrested me for making a joke. You don't protect freedom of speech. Fucking hell. Our approach will ensure the police are focusing their resources on serious and harmful hate crimes such as violent assaults and attacks on places of worship. That's fine. If someone, you know, punches someone in the street, damages their property, you know, or assault, or basically any assaults on person or property or thefts as well, or defrauding, right? Fine, not an issue whatsoever of them being crimes, not an issue whatsoever. Words, however, go fuck yourself, right? Grow the fuck up, right? I was walking down the street and a man called me a poof. And I was like, it wasn't my dad. But but it's like that type of shit, fuck off. Right, I don't care. Right, these words. Now, see when you get to the point where, like, oh, you can, like, make reports to the police about X, Y, Z and never know this man said this man said that, fucking walk away. Walk away. Right? Or the comedian on the telly. The comedian on the telly said something bad. Oh my god, I'm going to show you how you solve that. Oh, look, it's off. The TV's off now. The TV's off now. The problem's been solved. You're fine. You're fine. The big bad pictures on the TV can't hurt you anymore. If anything, you could change the channel to something else. There's a lot of other great things on Netflix, like Q-Force. I'm kidding. Even, by the way, even like all the left wingers and all that, and like all like the LGBT community, even they hate that fucking show. That's because I'll admit I watched a little bit of it, and I was just sort of like, I have a shit ton of gay friends. None of them act like this. This is like every single stereotype like rolled into one, and I was watching it and I went, this is kind of offensive. Like it was. Watch an episode of it. Watch an episode of it. It's quite bad. It's actually quite bad to the point where even I'm sitting there going, this is offensive. This thing targeted at, you know, to be for gay people is actually quite offensive. However, right, I'm sick of saying this, right? Everyone keeps going, comedians must be stopped. We must stop them from making their horrible jokes, because when their words reach my eardrums and my brain translates it into whatever fucking hoo-ha I want it to translate it into, because that's how these people work, it makes me feel bad for 3 minutes. Tough shit. Genuinely, like, I'm not pandering to you. I'm not pandering to you. People say things and make jokes about me for X reason and my identity and my this and my that and my blah blah. And yeah, people make jokes about white people. People make jokes about Scottish people. I don't care. I do not fucking care. I'm sick. I'm not even offering an olive branch here. People are going to say things that you do not like. Welcome to fucking the fundamental basic human right of free speech being applied equally, right? You don't get to turn around and take it away and shape the world in the way that you personally see fit, because what you may find offensive, other people might not find offensive, and what they might find offensive, you might not find offensive, because there literally, when it comes to what is and what isn't offensive, you literally will never reach a consensus. You will never reach a consensus. To put two people in a room, it doesn't matter. It could be a couple that have been married for 50 fucking years, or two best friends. They will still disagree on what is and is not offensive. You will never reach a consensus, right? So let's not fucking try. And let's not also try and use like the free speech laws so that you can like influence your ideology on everybody else by restricting their ability to make funny fucking jokes about you. I swear to God, right, as you can tell, it's late. I think it's time for me to go home. Good night.
Alrighty. What else we got? Let's watch Company Man. It could be fun.
Pepsi is a brand that just about everybody knows throughout the world because their products are sold in over 200 countries and territories. It's a company that you already know is big, but I'd be willing to bet that they're even bigger than most people realize. You may make the mistake in thinking that it's all the Pepsi brand or all soda. Well, that is not the case, and I'm making this video to show you otherwise. Consider this, a company that sells over $1 billion a year would be pretty big, right? Well, PepsiCo is the owner of 23 separate brands that all exceed that figure, in addition to numerous others. It all combines to over $70 billion in revenue, consistently placing them toward the top of the Fortune 500 list, meaning they're one of the biggest companies out there. For today, I want to outline 5 of their sales categories that I think best demonstrate their size and diversity over the years. Some of them are unexpected, while others no longer exist, but they've all helped to shape PepsiCo into the globally significant company that they are today. Starting where else besides beverages, because as you may have guessed, guessed, it all started with Pepsi itself. It goes back to the late 1800s. A pharmacist in North Carolina that went by the name Doc Bradham created the original Pepsi in his drugstore. Coca-Cola was newly popular, and he made something somewhat similar to capitalize on that demand. Originally, he called it Brad's drink, but quickly changed it to Pepsi Cola. Once he had that formula down, he started a business around it that operated in a very similar way to Coca-Cola. He would make the syrup at his drugstore and sell it to the people who operated the soda fountains, where they would be responsible for mixing it with soda water and selling it to the customer. After a few years of that, Pepsi was gaining enough momentum for him to go full-time with it. He closed his drugstore and rented out a dedicated space to make the syrup. He then started franchising these bottling companies so it could be widely sold by the bottle rather than just at the fountain, and by the 1910s, he had built a sizable cola company. Here's where the trouble happened. World War I caused a lot of issues with the prices of sugar, which of course was impactful for a soda company. In short, after rationing, the prices skyrocketed. Bradham bought a bunch of it at those high prices in fear that it would jump even higher. Well, in reality, the prices quickly sank to something like 10% of what they were, and he had wasted a lot of money. It's such a sad story for him because he was forced to file for bankruptcy, sell the trademark and the formula and whatever else remained of the company, and return to his original career as a pharmacist. That second owner who bought all of it was also unsuccessful in his attempt at the business despite trying for almost a decade. In 1931, he filed for bankruptcy, and it was the third owner that was finally successful with the product. So there you go. For anyone struggling to get their product out there, maybe you could find relief in the fact that Pepsi went through 2 bankruptcies before most people had ever even heard of it. But this third owner, he was fitting. His name was Charles Guth, and he was the president of a large chain of candy stores that would also sell soda. Once they bought the brand, he stopped selling Coca-Cola and started selling Pepsi Cola, which obviously helped with sales. But the real genius, and what I think propelled them to that next level, was their decision to sell it in 12-ounce bottles for 5 cents. They were twice as big as what Coca-Cola was selling for the same price, and considering it was during the Great Depression, that was a promotion that won over a lot of people. They even had this catchy jingle to promote it that was the first to be played nationally over the radio. Pepsi Cola hits the spot, 12 whole ounces, that's a lot, twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you. Okay. Alright, enough about Pepsi itself. That was kind of the springboard of the entire company, and the unlikely story of how it amazingly survived all of those shaky beginnings, but I have a lot more to talk about, so I need to pick up the pace here. Let me go through some of the more significant beverages, like Diet Pepsi. That one is significant because when it was introduced in 1964, it was the first nationally distributed diet soda, a full 18 years before Diet Coke was introduced, though they did sell a diet soda called Tab that was already introduced, but I'm getting sidetracked here. That same year, they introduced Mountain Dew, which quickly became their second best-selling soda. In the 1990s, they even surpassed Dr. Pepper as the best-selling non-cola product in all of the United States, and I don't think I have to tell you about all of the colorful variations that they've introduced since. In 1984, the lemon lime sodas sold by other companies like Sprite and 7-Up were becoming really popular, so Pepsi introduced Slice. It sold really well initially and stood out from the others because it was the first of its kind to contain real fruit juice. Slice has since been discontinued, and the current soda that they sell to fill that role as of 2003 would be Sierra Mist. In 1986, they acquired Mug Root Beer, which I wanted to mention because it's their main root beer offering, and I like the dog that's on the label. In 1997, they launched Aquafina, that quickly became the country's top-selling bottled water. Here's a big one. In 1998, they acquired the juice maker Tropicana for $3.3 billion. It was their largest acquisition to that point and instantly made them the #1 provider of juice in the country. Tropicana was much bigger than Minute Maid, who was owned by Coca-Cola, so that victory was likely a big motivator for them to make that deal. In 2007, Pepsi added to their juice segment by buying the brand Naked as well, but in August of 2021, they announced that they would be selling all of it, but would remain 39% owner of the joint venture that would be created from the sale. In 2020, they bought Rockstar Energy for $3.85 billion. They already had a distribution agreement with them since 2009, so here they they just bought the whole thing to complement their Mountain Dew branded energy drinks like Kickstart and Game Fuel. Speaking of distribution agreements, over the years Pepsi has made deals in the form of strategic alliances or joint ventures as far as marketing, distribution, or manufacturing involving a number of other recognizable brands. These would include Ocean Spray, Lipton, Dr. Pepper, those Starbucks drinks that you see at the store, and many others. Altogether, these beverages account for 45% of their sales, so something like $30 billion, making it extremely large, but also meaning that it's not even half of their entire company. The remaining 55% comes from my next two categories, starting with snacks. Now, the biggest part of this category would easily be Frito-Lay. It gets crazy here because I've previously made a video talking about how just this segment is in fact bigger than you know. So I recommend watching that video if you want to hear more detail, but the overview of it is that they make a good portion of the stuff that you see in the snack aisle, including Doritos, Funyuns, Tostitos, Sun Chips, and even Cracker Jack. In 1961, Frito and Lay were two separate chip companies that merged together. In addition to the two obvious brands, they were also the makers of Cheetos, Ruffles, and Rolled Gold. Then 4 years after the Frito-Lay merger, that company merged with Pepsi-Cola, officially creating the PepsiCo company that we still have today. Pepsi was looking to grow and diversify, while Frito-Lay felt that teaming up with Pepsi would help their international operations. But likely the biggest reason behind the merger, and the most relevant one today, is the complementary nature between the products. Here we have salty snacks and a drink to go with them. They figured that that tie-in would lead to more effective marketing that could help sell each other's products. Unfortunately, the FTC didn't allow any kind of marketing in that way in fears of a monopoly and creating an unfair advantage. But in 1999, they did launch this sneaky initiative where they set out to convince grocery stores to sell the soft drinks right next to the snacks. Today, Frito-Lay North America accounts for 26% of their revenue, but 46% of their operating profits, so it's interesting to point out that Pepsi makes more income from these snacks than they do from their beverages. The remainder of their sales comes from other consumer foods. These are other brands that you see at the grocery store that you may not realize are made by Pepsi. Most of it comes from an acquisition that they made in 2001. It was the biggest one that they had ever made when they paid around $14 billion to buy Quaker Oats. They quickly became really involved in the market of breakfast foods by taking control of the obvious oatmeal stuff, but also the breakfast cereals of Life and Cap'n Crunch, in addition to the Aunt Jemima brand of syrup and waffle mix that has since been rebranded. And there were also some other random brands that were included, like Rice-A-Roni, but their main motivation for making this deal was the inclusion of the brand Gatorade. The big emerging market was thought to be non-carbonated drinks, and this was among the biggest brands in that market. Going into the deal, Pepsi controlled about 18% of that market, while Coca-Cola was barely beating them at 21%. But this acquisition put them all the way up to 33%, so if you're at the grocery store and you're not even in the beverage or snack aisle, it still shouldn't be too hard to find something that comes from PepsiCo. So that's what the company looks like today. It's mostly drinks, snacks, and breakfast foods, but I do have two more notable categories to talk about that were significant to them in the past. The first one of these being fast food, because believe it or not, PepsiCo was once one of the largest owners of fast food chains in the country.
I would never
Listen
guess
to
that.
this. In 1977, they bought Pizza Hut. Then, in 1978, they bought Taco Bell. It was within like a few months of each other, so they were being aggressive with it. A big motivation there was to give them places to sell their soda. People drink a lot of soda at those places, and the best way to ensure that Taco Bell sold Pepsi products rather than Coke or something else was to buy Taco Bell. In 1986, they added to that segment when they bought Kentucky Fried Chicken for about $850 million.
Holy shit.
Meaning they own 3 of the country's top 10 fast food restaurants. Going into that deal, KFC did sell Coca-Cola products, but you better believe that they instantly switched over once Pepsi had something to say about it. It was incredible. Each one of them was a leader in their market, and even though they were always trailing McDonald's in terms of sales, they were consistently beating them in number of locations. Those were the 3 biggest chains, but throughout the 1990s, they continued adding even more to that segment. Some of the more notable ones being the hamburger chain Hot and Now, California Pizza Kitchen. They bought this Italian restaurant called East Side Mario's. At their peak in 1997, PepsiCo owned 29,000 restaurant locations, but it was distracting. The fast food market is intense. It's very competitive and constantly changing, so Pepsi felt that they would be better off exiting that market altogether, so they can better focus on everything else that they had going on. Plus, much like with Frito-Lay, I don't think that they were helping their beverage sales quite as much as they had hoped. It actually kind of backfired in a way. Sure, everything they owned was serving Pepsi products, but the fact that they owned all of these restaurants was making other restaurants less likely to sell Pepsi products. It was like buying from the competition. If Popeye's Chicken were to sell Pepsi, it would be like they were supporting KFC. Do you see what I mean? It was a weird situation that they created, but in 1997, they took all of their core restaurants and spun them off into their own company while selling the rest of the smaller ones in separate deals. They do maintain relationships with many of them, but for the last few decades, that's as far as it goes. For my final category, I'm just going to call it Other, so I can mention a couple unexpected things from the past. Around 1970, and the one and only time in their history, Pepsi was looking to diversify beyond food and drinks, which resulted in some, I guess you would call, ill-advised acquisitions. Notably, they bought a moving company called North American Van Lines and a sporting goods company called Wilson.
I remember
so
Wilson.
In a video about how big Pepsi is and once was, how can I not mention that they once provided the official balls for both the NBA and the NFL. Then in the mid-1980s, they refocused their attention back on the food and drinks, sold these unrelated companies, and looking back at it now, it's kind of like a weird little point in their history. Let me know in the comments, was I right in saying that Pepsi is bigger than you know? I mean, I can't imagine that most people would associate them with snacks or restaurants or sporting goods. It's a crazy story with a lot of parts to it, so I was happy to talk about it. In fact, there are so many other videos that could be made concerning the stuff that I mentioned in this video. Obviously, there's Coca-Cola, all those fast food restaurants. I've yet to talk about any of them. Quaker Oats would be another good one. So let me know if you'd like to hear more about any of those, and any other thoughts you have about Pepsi, leave them in the comments. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching.
Let's go look at some nerd shit. This is what I didn't care about, right? Entry machine. Is there any thrifts? Let's go look. Yeah, we got thrifts. Let's go watch homeless people shop for food. And not food, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. Shop for funsies.
We can't go to some old favorite spots, so let's go thrifting.
Hell yeah.
Yes, a delightful day to go thrifting at a thrift store like this one
It's
here.
fun.
Apparently the Lucky Rock is hiring. Great pay and benefits, not
No,
bad
it's not.
for a rock. Hey, let's hope the stuff inside rocks too. And tucked in between some of these audiobooks on cassette and stuff was this fascinating little package of Molecules 3D 2.0, the most flexible 3D molecular software, as opposed to all those rigid ones out there. Yeah, this is a thing for Windows 3.1.
Jesus Christ, it's like 30 years
A
old.
bit too niche even for me, but you know, interesting to see. If nothing else, I appreciate the copious gradients on the box art. That is, well, it's a style. Another style that I appreciate in a completely different way is this delightfully minimalist yet striking package for Final Fantasy XI
Holy
Online,
shit.
a game that I know nothing about. In fact, I've never played any of the series. Sorry. I've always enjoyed the packaging for these, and this one, I mean, looks quite nice. Got a
Yeah, I'd
discs
buy
and
it
all
just
these
to have
things
it.
just packed in there in a very solid feeling box. Also saw a couple of smaller box Age of Empires games, specifically Age of Empires 3 expansions, with the War Chiefs here. Admittedly, I've never played the expansions to this game, this one either, the Asian Dynasties. Yeah, I just never played Age 3 that much at all, despite owning these and the full
He's
game
missing
and
out.
everything else, but yeah. Over behind that, on one of these other random shelves, were some DeLorean Motor Company boxes. Now, this is a DMC, I think it's like a yarn company or some kind of crafting.
It's cool
thing.
though,
Yeah,
it's
just
fucking
a
wood
bunch
grain,
of
man.
neat little sorting trays packed into these wooden boxes. I don't know.
I like it.
Normally only just see 1 or 2 of these at most at a Goodwill, but 7 of them, yeah, that kind of stood out. Over in this buggy here, we have a very legitimate luxury bag here from the well-known NM.
Luxury.
Nah, man. Oh, hey, we got one of these desks over here. I always like seeing these rolling
Those are always fun.
things for whatever reason. Yeah, I guess it's called tambour, sliding roll top. You know, I always wish these had a little bit more space in there. If I could fit like a little desktop PC set up inside one of these things, I would totally get one. But of course, these were designed for writing, you know, with paper, typewriters, or whatever. So they're still cool. I like them. That being said, I am more actively in the market for some 70s, 80s decor and my new place. I'm building kind of a retro room, and retro lamps are very much on my agenda, but they gotta be the right kind of old and ugly. You know, not this is too ugly. And these other ones are also quite ugly. These are all hideous. What in the world? I don't like any of these, but I am looking for a specific type of old ugly lamp. And old ugly furniture in general. And on that note, well, this definitely stood out. I'm not even sure I'd call it ugly, but it's kind of unique, kind of cool.
It's ugly.
And apparently somebody agrees. Cool table, $20. Yeah, it's just a specific kind of like late 80s, early 90s.
It's for fucking doing cocaine, dude.
It just stood out for sure. Yeah, let's get geared up and take a gander at some goodies in the glass case over here. Always worth taking a look at. You never know what you'll see. Like a bunch of books, these Haynes repair guides, maintenance guides. Look at all these, man. There's a bunch of throwbacks in there. Ford Aerostar. We used to have one of those back in the day. I think it was a 1990 model. Yeah. Also in here was a rather fascinating sunbeam clock that I admit I 100% would have bought if it weren't $50 after tax, you know, more or less. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's worth that. I'd have to look it up. Like, it's just not worth that in my mind. Whatever though, the design is fantastic. I love the lack of numerals on there. That 1960s kind of feel to it and the wood grain accents. And it's just a really cool little clock. Oh man, if you've ever wanted to see the city of Asheville in the form of a table, well, here it is.
No.
I'm not even entirely sure what I'm looking at. It kind of looks like it was never finished, or I don't know. But it's apparently an awesome table without the E. Yeah, this sure is a thing. Continuing around the store over in the random junk section, we do have some random junk. And this little bit of artwork that's just on a random book page framed. Yeah, it's another Final Fantasy thing, isn't it? A little mage character, V something or other. And then over beside that, we had a sealed piece of software here. We have Corel Draw Essentials, including Corel Photo Paint and good old Corel Draw. Some classics, unfortunately not really old enough. And while this isn't exactly new, this is from like the very beginning of the Windows XP era. So
that's my era, dude.
Interested if it was from like the mid-90s, but you know, still cool to see. Big box, sealed software.
Motherfucker, you buy it.
This. Thought this was software at first, but not. It's a board game. Where in the, not the world, the USA is Carmen Sandiego, the mystery geography game. Yeah, board game version of the classic computer game, edutainment goodness. Really curious how
He's
it actually
passing so much
plays.
shit right now, man.
Well, you know what? I'm fine with computer games. Honestly, I would still probably pick this up if it was just straight up where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. Where in the USA? I mean, nobody cares. It's probably in Ohio. Oh man, yeah, here we go. A proper throwback to the 90s Magic Eye. 3D illusions by Anything Enterprises. Yeah, I always had to cross my eyes pretty hard to see these, but you can see them, or at least I could. Yeah, it turns out this is the 11th printing from 1994. I had this exact book, but I don't know what my printing version was. It was around 94, so it could have been one of these. Oh, here's a sign of the times. Got N95s just loosely discarded in a basket.
Gross.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been that long ago. These would have sold immediately, even without the packaging. Moving over to the electronics, and hey, we got a beige buddy over here.
Oh,
this is a
those kind of
Microsoft
keyboards.
Natural Pro keyboard. Rather yellowed and not really my thing, but you know, I know some folks still like using these. Ooh, what is this? We got a tower of hi-fi stuff. Sony stuff. Always enjoyed these that are packed inside of a glass-fronted case like this. Although I don't imagine many of these were super high quality. I don't know. This kind of stuff always feels really cheap when you actually start trying to use it, at least to me. They were always imposing back in the day. Also imposing is this beefy thing. We got a Monroe 7150 calculator with a printer built in and what appears to be a pretty neat VF display. I couldn't resist. I had to plug it in and just see what it looked like. And indeed, it looked like this. Not at all the style of calculator that I collect, but I appreciate those larger teal digits with the segments being all super legible. It's just an appealing aesthetic and pretty much any piece of electronics, really. And there were definitely a number of fascinating items on the back wall of electronics. We'll start with this Samsung monitor. Maybe it's a TV, I don't know, but it had a lot going for it. Not just the
Holy
white
shit.
plastic, but all of
What
these
the
inputs.
fuck?
Everything from RF to S video to composite to RCA to VGA, HDMI, optical, just holy crap. Kind of
What
wish
the
I'd
fuck?
picked this up. Now that I think about it, what in the world, dude? I could have used this anyway. Let's take a look at this ugly thing instead. What we have here is a realistic clarinet 105.
Okay.
With one heck of a retro font. Yeah, good old Radio Shack Electronics. Oh, hey, we got some computer speakers here, nice and beige JBL models. Yeah, dude. A little more substantial than a lot of the really smaller, basic speakers that you got back then, but, you know, nothing incredible. Just fun to see. Like these here, which was more interesting at first glance, and then I took a closer look, and, well, just a bunch of 8-track tapes stuffed into a random bag. You know, I always have to take a look in case there's anything interesting, and there was not. Mostly a bunch of religious gospel hymns and stuff like that. Not exactly what I'm into when it comes to 70s music. Hey, more audio things to take a look at over here, this time car related. A fancy Sony CD player head unit with a 3-beam laser pickup. Wow. How early 2000s. And then we have this Kenwood over here. Is a bit more interesting, I thought. Don't really see these often on their own. This is a CD disc changer where you slide the thing open and you got like a cartridge that pops out of here, and you can fit 5 or 6 CDs or whatever. Just stuff them in there and then change them at will at the front of the car. I always thought they were neat. Oh my goodness, what in the heck is this? This phone, you know, is very brown, but not only that, is that alligator skin or like faux gator skin, croc skin, something? It's certainly a choice. I just wondered, did it come like this from the factory? Or was this installed by someone later? I mean, it looks pretty intentional from the manufacturer to me, and that, you know what, the past is exhilarating to ponder sometimes. Oh, what is this big old beast we got over here? I got a Sperry Remington SR101 electric typewriter. This looks a lot like an IBM Selectric 3. Opening it up, and I mean, it's very much that style of electric correcting typewriter with the ribbons in there, and that IBM Selectric style typing element. You know, the golf ball rotates and pivots around depending on which key you're pressing. I just always liked these. They're fun to watch in action. And just down from there on the shelf, so